What if the very first act of the universe wasn't a random accident, but a deliberate, divine decree that science is only now beginning to fully comprehend? For centuries, humanity has pondered the ultimate question: where did everything come from? We've looked to religion, we've looked to science, and for a long time, it seemed like these two paths were heading in opposite directions. But what if they were always leading to the same mind-blowing truth? Today, we're embarking on a journey to explore the first act of cosmic origin. A moment where divinity and science might just be saying the exact same thing. Prepare to have your perspective on the universe completely transformed. Let's start with what science tells us. The prevailing theory, the one you've probably heard of, is the Big Bang. Now, it's easy to picture the Big Bang as some kind of explosion in space, but that's not quite right. It wasn't an explosion in space. It was the explosion of space itself. Imagine winding back the clock of the universe, billions and billions of years. As you go back, all the galaxies, stars, and planets we see today get closer and closer together. Keep going, and all matter, all energy, all of space, and even time itself, converges into a single, infinitesimally small, incredibly hot, and dense point. This is what scientists call a singularity. Then, about 13.8 billion years ago, something happened. From this point of nothingness, everything we know burst into existence. This wasn't a slow, gradual process. Modern cosmology confirms that it was a precise, instantaneous event. The laws of physics, as we know them, were born in that fraction of a second. It was the ultimate first act, the definitive beginning of our cosmic story. Before this moment, there was no before, because time itself didn't exist. Think about that. Science, through rigorous observation, mathematics, and evidence like the cosmic microwave background radiation, points to a singular, definitive moment of creation. The universe had a beginning. Now, let us switch gears and open the pages of some of the world's most ancient and revered texts. What do they have to say about this moment of origin? Let's turn to the very first line of the Bible. Genesis 1:1. It's a sentence known by billions. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. In its breathtaking simplicity, this verse describes a definitive moment of creation. It doesn't say the universe has always existed. It declares a specific starting point, a moment when the heavens and the earth were brought into being from a state of non-existence. This concept of creatio ex nihilo creation out of nothing was a radical idea for its time. Yet it aligns with the scientific conclusion that the universe had a finite beginning. It describes an act of creation that sets the stage for everything that follows. A first act that echoes the singularity of the Big Bang. But the harmony doesn't stop there. Let's explore the Quran, another cornerstone of global faith. In Surah Yasin, verse 82, we find a powerful description of the creative process. When he decrees a matter, he only says to it, "Be," and it is. This is profound. It's not about a long, drawn-out construction project. It's about a command, an instantaneous act of will that brings reality into existence. The Arabic word used here, kun, translates to be. It's a divine imperative that sparks creation. This concept of a single, powerful command initiating everything resonates deeply with modern physics' understanding of the Big Bang. That singular event, that instant where the universe sprang into being, can be seen as the physical manifestation of that cosmic command. B. The divine decree and the initial expansion of the universe seem to be describing the same fundamental event from two different, yet complementary, viewpoints. To make this concept a little easier to grasp, Let's use a real-life analogy. Picture a single spark. It's tiny, almost insignificant on its own, but introduce that spark to a field of fuel like gasoline or dry kindling. What happens? A massive, roaring fire erupts. An immense release of energy from a minuscule point of origin. The spark itself isn't the fire, but it is the command that unleashes the fire. The initial act contains the potential for everything that follows. In the same way, we can think of the first cosmic command, the divine Be, as that initial spark. It was the singular act that triggered the Big Bang, unleashing all the energy and matter that would eventually form every galaxy, every star, every planet, and every form of life. A single point that expanded into the near infinity we observe today. The entire, vast, complex universe, all contained within the potential of that first, singular moment. So, what does this all mean? Where does this leave us? For centuries, the narrative has been science versus religion, a battle for the ultimate truth. But maybe that's the wrong way to look at it. Maybe they are not two competing stories, but two languages describing the same magnificent reality. The first act of creation, the origin of our universe, appears to be both a divine event and a scientific one. The Big Bang Theory provides the how, the mechanics of the expansion from a singularity. The sacred texts provide the who and the why, the divine will, the command that set it all in motion. God's decree, be, and the Big Bang may not be mutually exclusive. They could be two sides of the same cosmic coin, two perspectives of the same awe-inspiring truth. One is the language of faith and revelation. The other is the language of mathematics and observation. The universe began with a singular, powerful, and instantaneous act. Whether you call it the Big Bang or a divine decree, you are acknowledging a moment of profound and absolute origin. This realization doesn't diminish science or faith. It enriches both. It allows for a universe that is both rationally understandable and deeply meaningful, a cosmos governed by physical laws that were set in motion by a transcendent purpose. It is a perspective that invites us to look at the night sky with a renewed sense of wonder, seeing not just the cold equations of physics, but the echo of a creative word spoken 13.8 billion years ago. The first act wasn't random chaos. It was the beginning of a grand, cosmic story, and we are privileged to be a part of it. If this exploration of the universe's first act blew your mind, then you won't want to miss what's coming next. We're going to dive even deeper into the mysteries of existence. My next video is called The Mind-Bending Question About the Universe, and it will challenge everything you think you know about reality itself. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you don't miss it. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey today.